everyone and welcome to Emma Bowden Art, and in today's video I'm going to give you a tour around my small home studio, and it may not be what you expect, so let's go.
Okay, so this is where I work. This is my living room. I'm currently recording you on a GoPro because I think my camera's broke. It keeps overheating and shutting down, and I keep losing my footage because when it shuts down it's not saved it. So yeah, this is where I sit and watch TV. Behind me I've got another sofa and I've got my animals. I don't want to put that on camera because obviously some people are scared of reptiles and creepy crawlies and all that. Down here is where I keep all my canvases for my painting. I don't do painting very often, and I don't do tutorials on it. It's literally just for me to just sit back and relax and do what I want to do. I've got my meerkats there ready and framed for the gallery. And this is the table here that I use, and it's from IKEA. I think it's a makeup table. It's got two drawers on the front there. I'll show you those in a minute. I have my my Mac there. That's what I work on. All these batteries down here need charging. They're ready and waiting to be charged. This storage unit here, again, that's IKEA. That's a Collapse unit, I think. So I've got one that's got two so like cubby holes in them, and then this one is a separate one that I brought separately. So let's show you some bits down here. It is a mess. I am so sorry about this. So down here is just where I keep all my wires and battery chargers, stuff like that. This is actually my drawing pad, my digital drawing pad. This is what I use for doing my TikToks and stuff like that. So that kind of clamps onto my table there with the drawer open, obviously, and my phone's on the other end. And then this here is quite stiff, and you can position it into what position you want. I've got my tripod down there, and I use my tripod for taking pictures of my finished work. It's better than using a scanner. I can't afford a professional scanner. They're too expensive. I do have a scanner on this HP, but the printer was only just over £100. The scanner isn't great, so I actually use my camera for that. It's a good camera. I've got all my masking tapes down here. I have my picture hanging kit, and I have an apron for when I do pastel work, but I never wear it, and I should really. I've got my paper down there, printer paper, cardstock, all that kind of stuff. Here I have all my drawing paper, some more canvases, just some like canvas boards, stuff like that. I've got my easel. This one here is where I keep my camera, and I've actually got my swordfish sharpener there, but that's actually broke. And we've got pictures. That's a wolf I've done. Sorry, it's a bit dark down here. That's my sandpaper for when I sand my pastels, but I like to keep it because it's got all the pastel dust on there, and I can use that and use sponges or brushes and paint it on the canvas. Yeah, so there's more there. A friend of mine's done this on his 3D printer, which I thought was pretty cool. I want to try and do some more craft fairs really, especially with the summer coming up. and I'll pop that on the table. That'll look pretty neat. Got some more work here. The teddy bear was actually from another artist's tutorial. I thought it was rather sweet, and I thought, oh, I'll give that a go. Down here we actually have where I store all my pencils and my pastels. I've got my charcoal powder there. These are what my son brought me for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. I haven't used them yet. I can't wait to use them because they're supposed to be very good. I've got some Conte Paris ones down there. I've got all my pencil cases that I keep my pencils in. I don't keep them in a drawer or keep them in the tins. I like to keep them in a padded case, and they're all kind of separated so they don't clank together. And it's just great, you know. Sometimes I might actually take these to work, and I might draw on my lunch break, so it's just easier just to grab the pencil case. I can do a separate video of that and where they were brought. Down here I have all my paints. As I said before, I don't do tutorials or anything like that with my paints. I shall show you my drawers now, and they are a bit of a mess, so excuse the mess. I have my Zest-It citrus blend here, which is what I use for coloured pencils. I got some watercolour bookmark. Yeah, I think I got it from Shein. No idea. But you know, when you're just shopping, you think, oh, I'll pick that up, it's only £1, and I've never used them. I got bits and pieces in here. I've got pencil extenders. I've got the white Posca pens in here as well, which I use to put the highlights in the eyes. I've got the box cutter, which is how I sharpen my pastel pencils and my charcoal pencils. Rulers. And oh, I've also got here my graphite sticks and charcoal sticks. I use the graphite sticks to transfer my artwork. Rubbers, pencil sharpeners. This one's broke, I don't know why it's in there. I've got all my blending equipment there. I've got bits and pieces down here as well. I don't use half of it. Putty erasers, loads of stuff. So yeah, that's the one drawer. And you can, if you do go to IKEA, you can actually buy these drawer inserts, and it separates everything. I thought they were quite good, quite useful. This one over here is just where I keep all my drawings and swatches and stuff like that. So that's my pastel swatch. I've got some more down there. These are my drawings. Got lots of drawings down here. I probably shouldn't store them like this. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't store them like this. But it's what I've got to work with at the moment. I could do with a folder and then maybe investing in some glassine paper, which is how you should store them really. But for now, they're just in Polly Pockets. It's not doing anything to the pictures themselves. You know, it's not really rubbing off. They're just stored in there. I've also got some sticker packs. So they're just like this, and then inside there I put my stickers. So I've basically got a Cricut machine. I think that's how you say it, a Cricut machine. And it cuts things out of card, paper. I'm not sure if the one I've got can cut fabric, but it cuts all sorts. Some of them will cut balsa wood, but mine I just brought specifically to make stickers with. It's quite a big one, but I just wanted to make some stickers of my artwork, so I'll show you the stickers. They're just in here. So you can see they're quite cool, and they're just nice to hand out to people. Sometimes I'll just put maybe 10 in a pack, some random ones, and I'll leave them on the table if I've been out for a meal somewhere, or I'll put them when I post a commission out. I'll put a pack in. Sometimes, well, 9 times out of 10 I will put their own artwork in there. So if I've drawn a picture of their dog, so this is, bless him, this is Stanley, who passed not long ago, and I did the lady 10 stickers so that, you know, her grandchildren and stuff, they've got something to remember him by as well. It's just something nice to do, isn't it? There we go. So that's that. These are my old sticker packs that I used to actually put my stickers in, and they would take me ages on a sewing machine. They're lined. I've done obviously the cricket with the vinyl on the front has cut that out. But to sit there for hours on end making these just to give away wasn't viable really, and it was costly. So now I just do those these, they take seconds on the cricket to cut out. And then obviously I've done the sticker on the front as well. That's on the cricket. Also I keep my business cards in here. I've just recently had these ones made. They're from a company called Vistaprint. I'm from the UK. I don't know if these are worldwide. And then I've got my QR code on the back. But I thought that these were nice. I wanted them square. I didn't want, you know, your normal bog standard business cards. So, and I've gone for a soft touch feel. I'm not sure if I quite like this feel. It's quite a rubbery feel. And I've also had these key rings made as well. My friends made them, and again, QR code on the back, which I thought were pretty snazzy. And I can give one of these away with any purchases of any artwork, and hopefully if anyone, you know, inquires or anything at craft fairs, I can give them out, just stuff like that. And I think that is that for that drawer. So I'm going to show you now. Oh, actually, this here, this is just where I keep my phone. I keep all my scissors, brushes, other pencils. This here is a pot where I keep all my tools from my tutorial, so I don't lose them, and I need these to stay together as a group, so when I do my description under my tutorial, I know exactly what pencil numbers and stuff to write that I've used. This here is a ring light. This is from when I was doing photography. It's quite an expensive bit of equipment, this one. You can get them cheaper. I don't know how powerful they would be. I don't know how powerful it would be. This is quite a powerful one, but it evenly lights my work. You can see here how evenly it lights, and it also has a dimmer on it, so it can go low or it can go bright. I find that using a lamp or a drawing lamp or anything like that, it doesn't evenly light your artwork, whereas a ring light will. And it's on a tripod. It's down here. It's adjustable. I can tilt this way, or I can tilt it up, because it's on a, there you go, it's on a bracket. And then I've got this boom arm here that I've put together, and it's just got a bracket here with this. This actually came with my GoPro that I'm using now, and it can be adjusted. I can pull it out, I can pull it back. It's got a gimbal head here, this orange gimbal, so it can move and rotate. And then it's got the tripod screw on there, and that's where I put my GoPro to record my tutorials. Now the GoPro isn't the best, obviously it's for action sports, you know, it's for outside, it's a wide angled camera. It doesn't exactly pick up a lot of detail when I'm drawing, but it's what I've got for now until I can find out what's wrong with my camera. So my camera, it's actually, the battery's overheating and it's causing the camera to shut off, and then whatever footage that I was just recording, it goes, it's not saved. So it's quite frustrating really, but I have found a workaround. I can get a dummy battery that plugs into the power and it won't overheat, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. So I'm hoping that my next tutorial I'm back to using my camera rather than the GoPro. So yeah, that's it guys. It's not what you expect. As I said in the header, I basically live in, I own my own house, but my house is on a council estate. It's not the best, it's a 3-bed, but I've got 2 children, they have a bedroom each, I have my bedroom. There's no other room other than the kitchen and the living room, so I don't have a lot of choice. And this is something I want to do, so I've got to make it work, and I will make it work, and it does make it work. I do make it work, but it just shows that it doesn't matter how big or how small your studio is, you can always make it work, even if you're just drawing off your lap and you've got your phone connected up somewhere on some kind of tripod, or like an arm basically, like I do my TikToks. I've just shown you it can connect to anything, it can clamp to the table leg or anything like that, and you can record your work. You know, you don't need a massive studio. I wish I had a massive studio, but you know, it just shows that you don't need one. So I hope that's inspired you guys. So here's some examples of the artwork that I've created in my small home setup. Everything here has a purpose. I don't have a fancy studio, but it just shows that you can make it work if you need to make it work. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you, and see you soon.